Hi Year 2. This is our second English lesson of our superhero writing, and it should be Friday that you're doing this, but it doesn't matter if it's not. I'm in school at the moment this week with the children in our key worker bubble, so this has been recorded a few days before whilst I was at home doing all this learning. So where I left you up to yesterday was doing this part here, wasn't it, which was filling in these words. And I don't know if you got a chance to, because I didn't actually tell you to, was to match the words to the correct part. So we could have a look at this together now and go through this part, matching these up to the right words. So we've got the word sprinted here, and that has been matched up to ran as fast as they could, hasn't it? If you haven't got this page open now, if you want to just pause the video and have a look at this page where we're up to, okay? And if any of you need any help with what you've done so far, you can always just take a picture and upload it to ebook or send it to the school office and they'll forward it to me if you need any help at all. So let's have a look at the word makeshift. Mrs. Cockram said that it was like making something, or like making something start to work. So like, oh right, okay, so that makeshift I think would go here. Making something to start to work, making something start to work. So like you're making it start to work. So she was using her goals and making it start to work, wasn't she? So you could put a line from makeshift here down to making something start to work down here. You could also have a look at the next word, which is occupying. What do we think the word occupying is? Well, it can't be run as fast as they could because that one's been used. Occupying. If you sleep soundly, you sleep deeply and don't wake up. No, that doesn't make sense. Make small, quick movements. No, I don't agree with that one either. Occupying. Doesn't last long. Made because nothing else is available. Oh, silly Mrs. Cockram. I should have done that before, shouldn't I? Makeshift is this one. It doesn't last long and it's made because nothing else is available. So like Mrs. Cockram was saying, when my boys use a jumper, they use them because nothing else is available. That is why you should always read everything you're doing, because I just read the first one that I saw. So that was very silly, wasn't it? So makeshift means it doesn't last long and it's made because nothing else is available, doesn't it? So let's have a line down to that one instead. Occupying. Sniff and cry because you were upset. No, doesn't mean that, does it? Not special or interesting. No, doesn't mean that. Meeting, coming together. No, doesn't mean that. And making something start to work. No, doesn't mean that, does it? So let's have a look, go back up here. Occupying, keeping someone busy. I just said no to that one. Do you know why I said no to that one? Because I could hear Mr. Cockram shouting at one of the boys because he's got a video call now with someone at his work, and he was shouting at my big boy Owen saying that he needed to use his bedroom. So I started to not be able to listen to what I was doing. It's very difficult working at home, everybody, boys and girls, but I am trying my very, very best for you all. Occupying means to keep someone busy. So it's keeping somebody busy. So like now my children need occupying because Mrs. Cockram's up here recording videos and Mr. Cockram is now on a video call. So it's very, very crazy. So we can go through these words now. Soundly. Soundly. What do we think soundly might mean? Let's have a look. Well, this sentence here has got the word soundly in it. So that's making me think that soundly might link up here. If you sleep soundly, you sleep deeply and don't wake up. Yes, I definitely think it's that one, don't you? I do too. So you can have a little bit of time going through them. You can pause this if you want and do your lines to the rest of them, and then we'll have a look at this part here. Now that you have matched the words to the correct definitions, so what they mean, read the story again. So when you read the story again this time, you will know what all of those words that you've just, figured out, you'll know what they all mean. Then I want you to write what you liked about the story, what you didn't like about the story, and any questions you might have about the story so far. That would be really good if you can do that. Okay? So that is what I want you to do. So that is what I'd like you to do. These 3 parts here. And because this isn't going to take long to do it all, to write these bits, because we've just done this bit pretty much all together here, haven't we? You've only got a couple more of them to do, and it won't take you long to fill in this bit, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, and any questions you've got. So I'd also like you to do this part here, please, as part of our lesson too. So you might want to, yeah, that's what I want you to do. All of these 6 questions. So you might need to read it again, because that's what you've, gosh, I can't even speak here too. That is what you need to do for these questions. You'll have to read it again. So what is special about Joe, Raja and Sammy? The story talks about Raja's family. Who's in her family? Describe what you think Joe's house is like. A park in the setting for the story. Can you describe the setting? How do you think the crowd at the bottom of the climbing frame felt when the child had been rescued? Would you like to be a superhero and why? These are the questions I would like you to do. And what would be really good is if you could actually post some of these onto WeDuck for me. And then when I do my next video, we can talk about that, can't we? We can talk about the work that you've done so far, and I can maybe give some feedback to it as well. Or I could even put a picture of it onto this here, and we could talk about somebody's own answers. That'd be really good, because we used to do that sometimes in the classroom, talk about somebody's work, what they could do to improve it, what's really good about it. And it helps us with our learning, don't we? So that is our lesson 2 for our English. So I'm really excited about this, because I think we can do some amazing superhero work. And if anybody's got any ideas of anything they want me to include in the learning, then just feel free to send me an email, and I'm going to see if I can find some superhero stories to read to you all as well. If you've got any ideas of any superhero stories, that'd be really good. I think I can think of, is it Super Potato? I know that one, but I don't have a copy of that at home, so I'll have to see if there's a copy of that one in school. And I'll have to have a think of any superhero stories. Who is a superhero? I'll have a little think, and you have a little think too. And if any of your grown-ups want to send me a message with your ideas of any books, that would be amazing. Okay, Year 2. I will be back again tomorrow with a lesson, and I'm going to be sharing a screen so you'll see me on the lesson that I do next time, because we're going to be doing some shared writing, okay, which will be a bit tricky to do on a video, but I will try my best to do that for you. Okay, see you later, Year 2. Have a lovely day. Bye.